Hey guys, welcome back to Max Cars Dawn for Unification. Today I have a 1 vs 1 for you of Shed, who I think is Creed but another name, playing Steel Legion versus Orks, played by Yasu. And a special day today, I am joined by none other than Mr Landshark.
Hello there, how are you doing, LaughingMax?
I'm doing quite fine. I find it quite interesting to have a co-cast going, so nice to have you here.
I'd say we'll certainly spice things up, a bit of back and forth and whatnot.
Okay, let's just quickly look at the strategies. We have Orks starting stick out standard to Slugger Boys into shooters into Big Mech, I suppose, with a generator opener, and Steel Legion going also pretty standard ammunition bunker into generator, and he goes for the mechanized infantry doctrine, which is in my book the better doctrine. So we will see.
Yeah, so what does mechanized infantry bring to the table for the not Imperial Guard? What are these guys called? The Steel Legion.
Yeah, the Armored Fist gives you access to infiltrated pioneers and infiltrated stormtroopers later on, as well as a few more upgrades for them. And from the ammunition bunker, you get in tier 2 more, how they called, chimeras, 2 chimera rounds instead of just 1.
Ah, okie dokie then. So just curious then, so what's obviously I always get Steel Legion and Imperial Guard confused. What would be like the main differences between Steel Legion and Imperial Guard?
The thing is, I can't stop telling you the difference. There you have the pioneers instead, and the tech priests. The pioneers can cap, but in a lower rate. Let's see, they get chucked down by some Orkies here and will need to run away. Yes. But there you have also the Rough Riders, tier 1 infantry, really good against infantry themselves. Very squishy though, that you get. You don't have a command squad. Yeah, really same but different. You could look at every unit and they don't have a one-to-one counterpart really at Imperial Guard.
Excellent stuff. So they're very much on the face of it, very similar in aesthetic, but when the actual gameplay comes along, they're very different. These Orks, mind you, are not having the best of days. They are going to be chased away by these Rough Riders with the assistance of the Soldier Squad, although they are going to peel back and just start recapping their bits and bobs and their nearest and dearest around the base. Big Mech is moving in. Slugger Boys round the side. They are going to decap a strategic point. These soldiers are going to come round with the assistance of their Lieutenant Colonel. See if they can push them away. Big Mech is going to just stand around shaking his gun.
Oh, he actually does way better than I expected. I always thought the Lieutenant Colonel is like the Big Mech would just mince him, but it was like an even exchange here. Really interesting on that part. But only one shooter. Is it Shooter Boys? Yes, Shooter Boy squads now being chased by 2 soldier squads, all being buffed by the Lord Colonel. So really getting bad engagement here. Do we see tech-wise? No, what is it called? Relay beacon, or what is it called for Steel Legion yet? So no grenade launchers now.
Ah, I see. And while these Orks are retreating, they aren't able to get any good shots off. So while they're retreating, they're getting a constant shot up the backside. Grots are getting this listening post up and ready. But will they be able to get it up in time by the time they get shot down by these guys? It does look like on almost a full squad wipe, which would be really interesting from the Ork perspective. Orks are now turned around, starting to fire back into the mass of bodies.
They're teleporting in now. Just if you look at the minimap, you see in the top left we have a decap by Orks, but the Orks are constantly being chased by the Rough Riders, so not sure if that's worth it. This engagement actually turned for the Orks here. Interesting. Did he got some upgrades, or why is he suddenly winning? I'm not really sure.
maybe it's just the case of just Orks believing in themselves, because that's the kind of thing, isn't it?
It is. If they think they can fly, they can fly.
Yep. If they believe they can win, they can win. Although these Rough Riders not giving up, they are going to chase these Slugger Boys to high end. Although they are now in a very negative situation. They are being shot at by some Shooter Boys. And Big Mech is also in there as well. These Rough Riders are in for a rough time, especially if these Slugger Boys can tie up this Soldier Squad around the side.
Really rough engagement here for the Orks and whatnot. One Ork squad going down, I suppose. Yes, it was the Slugger Boys. Shooter Boys still standing here. I hope that Big Mech has a teleport ready, because he will need it.
I'm going to say he did a teleport a while ago. I don't know how much his jumping juice gets charged up over a period of time. Doesn't look like he's got it available for him. It seems like he's a bit movement locked at the moment, trying to get past these Rough Riders.
The cooldown for the teleport is really long, so I guess he does not have it. Casually walking by some Slugger Boys, capping.
Those Slugger Boys not really caring what's going on. They want to catch that point. Oh, they're going to turn around and then decide to slap away at the unit. The soldier squad has got a Commissar in their ranks. We do have a Chad teleport going in. He's not retreating. He's just going to go in and see what he can do. What a lad.
Yeah, it's like, I was like, what is he doing? It's like, why are you going in? It's like all odds against you. I mean, what I'm not sure about is like if Big Mech on its own would deal with these Rough Riders, because the Rough Riders are damage-wise not the greatest. They are fast, they can tie up, but they are also really, really squishy. So I thought that maybe the Big Mech by itself could take them down. So let's
looking at the economy, we have 86 and 10 for the Steel Legion compared to the 104 and 20 for the Orks. The Orks do have an economic advantage at the moment, but it doesn't seem like they're capitalising on it at the moment. I wonder if they're saving up for any potential tier 2, tier 3 players going on.
He's just busy reinforcement all his stuff, so all his requisition is going into reinforcing his units, but he now really late starts the armor upgrade for Orks. That's really, really mandatory. He also now starts to add big shooters, but that's could also be not the right call, because they're like Rough Riders right at your face. But I also see that Storm Boys are being produced, so this should turn the tide in moments here.
Well, fingers crossed that these Storm Boys can keep these Rough Riders at bay, because if you've just invested... I mean, look, he had maybe like 3 big shooters at the beginning of that engagement. Now he's only got 2. He did lose 2 big shooters overall in that engagement, and how much does it cost? Like 4 blue money and 10 green money a pop. It's not a cheap investment.
Yeah. But I also really, this could be either really good or really bad. But I say it's good for Orks here. Yeah, he jumps in with his Storm Boys tying up the soldier squads, and we see named here Uriah Jacobus. Jacobus? Yes, this guy.
Yeah, let's go with that.
He has 2 abilities which I completely forgot what he does, and has an aura, which also I completely forgot what it does.
That's it. But Uriah Jacobus, he does have a beard, and that must mean something in the grand scheme of things. He's the only bearded model I can think of, apart from maybe like the Confessor of the Sisters of Battle.
Yeah, he chucks the guys around with his, what is this? A little banner stuff?
It's like a incense burner.
Yeah. He got lucky. He focused the Big Mech of all the models. Almost going down.
Oh, nearly getting him. Although, mind you, Uriah Jacobus is a little bit surrounded. Although the Rough Riders are going to come in and see if they can keep him nice and safe, pushing these guys back. Again, the Big Mech with the shooter boys on the front lines. It's not where you typically see your shooter boys.
Yeah, I think I was just thinking about it. A second squad of Storm Boys would be needed here, and it just appeared. So. Yeah, it's going to be a thing of who can tie up most here.
There we go. And mind you, there are a lot of Steel Legion bodies to tie up. These Storm Boys are primarily ideal for tying things up, but grand scheme of things, that they're being outnumbered. They are being outswarmed, which is not a standard thing for Orks. Yes. Very, very unusual situation going on here.
Yeah, and tech-wise, I don't see we have it. We have a relay station for the Steel Legion now, so I'm thinking of grenade launchers. Yes, they are the strongest grenade launchers in the game. There was actually 1 soldier squad going down, because I only see 1 now, and 1 Rough Rider squad, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, as I say, the grenade launchers are really strong. They also can fire on the move and do damage similar to, or a little more than, the IG version. Some say they are too strong, but Steel Legion by design right now is not a fully fledged faction, you could say. Have a little lag in the later tiers, but we'll get a rework in the... it was said to be in the next version, but as some YouTube shenanigans got around, they maybe be pushed to a later part, to a patch or something. But we will only know when the devs will tell about it.
Absolutely.
Big fight brewing here.
That's it. Pioneers running for high hills. Big mech teleporting in, although instantly getting tied up by these Rough Riders. These Rough Riders are not taking any prisoners. They are going for the big mech's booty. Storm Boys also doing what they can. There's 2 soldier squads being tied up by 2 Storm Boy squads. They are doing quite a lot, but while they're chasing after these guys, the shooters are not going to try and support them. They are just going to try and focus down this listing post. Uriah Jacobus moving in, going to see if he can solo these guys.
It looks like it. Jesus. And all the while the Orks was chasing the listening posts. These are all upgraded listening posts. They have a gun equipped to them, as well as some little last gun guys shooting out of sight of it. So really big DPS for listening posts here. It's gonna hurt.
So especially when he's in this like little corner of the map where he's sometimes in range of 2 listening posts. It's really good at, although it's not like instant damage, is it? But it certainly builds up over time, and you certainly feel it in an extended engagement like this one. Especially the Storm Boys, just not caring one iota. They're just going to jump smack bang in the middle of the base. Probably maybe even doing a little bit of scouting.
Yeah, they're going to take down the generators, which are they're really good. He got a more choppy upgrade, so their knob leaders will get power claws, so you can see how quickly they can take down an undefended generator there.
Speaking of knobs, we've got a squad of knobs coming out from the Ork base as well.
Yeah, this is going to be mean.
So they'll be very, very good at clawing their way through these chunky listening posts.
This is going to be mean. I don't see how Steel Legion is going to deal with the knobs. They still have Storm Boys to deal with and Shooter Boys. We will see 1 squad of soldiers. He has 2 squads of Rough Riders. Now that's going to be interesting.
Absolutely. I mean, these Rough Riders are doing a number on these Shooter Boys, but against knobs, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, knobs are just going to pick up the horses and just throw them into the water. I don't think it's a. I think it's a no-brainer in the sense that the knobs are going to take that battle all the way home to the bank.
Yeah, I mean, I think knobs are on foot larger than the Rough Riders are on horse.
Although finally the big mech has left the Shooter Boys and is now going to join the big mech, not the big mechs, the knobs. He's going to teleport smack bang in the middle and just absolutely tear apart anything and everything that they can get their hands on. What a wonderful engagement.
Is Uriah still around here? I don't see him.
Uriah is somewhere in the mix.
Ah, I see him, I see him.
Smack bang in the middle. Charging away, swiping his chain sword into the air. Beard swaying in the breeze. And we also some tank busters flanking around the side, using their infiltration to even get past our observant eyes. Pioneer squads trying to hold back some Storm Boys, but they're not going to do all that much. The manager of the listening post will be able to take care of the whole squad, looking like they might even get a squad wipe.
Wow. One thing about Steel Legion, they cannot repair with their Pioneers. They need to get a special vehicle in Tier 2, the Trojan, which can repair. So every damage you do to their buildings in Tier 1 will stay there.
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose that kind of balances out that the Pioneer squad on its own is actually quite a decent in terms of DPS. So I suppose that's the pros and cons of the Pioneer squad.
Yes.
These Rough Riders do manage to chase away the big mech and the knobs, and they're now turning their attention. Tank busters do look like they are going to get away from that there.
So now that the dust settles a bit, we have both players being in Tier 2. We have actually Armored Fist Chimeras, which are really good. They cannot get heavy bolters yet, I see. No, they can. They can heavy bolter upgrade. You just finished research for it. Sea Legion does not have its relic, which is bad. They have 133 and 30 for Orks versus 92 and 20 for Steel Legion. So this is not looking good. Orks do need more acquisition, generally speaking, but this discrepancy is quite big.
I was going to say, and that economic advantage has been maintained all the way through this game by the Orks, and it is really showing in the unit compositions at the moment. I mean, we've got knobs, Storm Boys, shooters, tank busters, whereas the composition for the Steel Legion is a bit horse heavy. I don't mean to be horsing around, haha, but it's not a winning composition in my eyes.
Yeah, these they don't scale really well, the Rough Riders. You normally don't want to get more than one. But I think he was forced to somewhat, but now he has just so many horses and no man shooting really. And I think we have also tank busters that did quite a big damage in a short amount of time for these vehicles. So I'm not happy to call it, but it looks like a big advantage for the Orks that he will bring home in.
Absolutely, especially with this soldier squad being stuck quite literally between a rock and a hard place. Nowhere to go, just going to be absolutely annihilated. Listening post outside also going down very, very quickly. And I'm wondering, the Trojans, they also repair vehicles as well, don't they?
Yes, they can repair everything. They also have a little gun at the front, and you can put in pioneers for whatever reason.
Ah, fair play. Rough Riders deciding that they don't want to get involved in close combat. They are going to try and use their pistols from a distance, although it's not going to spell a victory for them.
No, this is going to be the last moment where he can make a stand here. Maybe a torrential turret at this position would help him a bit, but if you're forced to put in turrets, it speaks for itself most of the time.
Absolutely. It's like a 41st Millennium version of the charge of the Light Brigade, more or less being instantly wiped by the fire, the axes. Although actually no, I tell you about that, they're doing all right.
Yeah,
they're not instantly being wiped. Almost taking out the entirety of the Shooter Boy squad. In fact, they might even get it.
Jesus, but he throws in the towel. He actually killed more Orks than I would have thought. Mostly because of I think there was an assault Chimera with an autogun and whatnot. But in the end, it's not enough. Interesting game.
To take the victory. Yeah, very interesting game. Very much enjoyed that one.
So while we're at a closing point here, don't you want to tell people about your YouTube channel you have?
Oh, absolutely. So my YouTube channel is official Mr Landshark. I do Unification games as well as Vanilla, Dawn of War Pro, Ultimate Apocalypse. Like if you could think of a mod, I'll probably do it at some point. I also very occasionally do Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth and other random games like Blood Bowl or Hold Fast, whichever come up, but yeah.
Yeah, don't get mixed up that Dawn of War Pro is a mod. That's not pro games. I got mixed up for it a bit.
yeah. I get that question quite often. Yeah, is it a completely separate mod? But yeah. No, anything you could think of, I'll probably get around to doing it at some point.
All right, then. GG's to both players. Really played well. And as the usual, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.